Hello, everyone. Welcome to Developing Palates. I'm Aaron Loomis coming to you from the Drew Estate Studio. With me today is Jiunn, Seth, guys, John McTavish. How you guys doing?
Doing well.
I'm excited to be talking about a really good cigar. That's what I'm
That's right.
excited about tonight.
Absolutely. So speaking of, we are talking about the AVO Classic Maduro No. The cigar is a Toro 6x50. Comes out of the OK Cigars factory in the Dominican Republic. Wrapper is Connecticut Broadleaf, binder and filler both from the Dominican Republic. Price point is $10.90, and the cigar was released in June of 2020. We picked up these cigars through Havana Fills, so check
Sorry,
out
when was this? When was this released, Aaron?
June of 2020. This is a
Oh, so
re-release. It's probably been off the market for what, 5 years, Seth? Something like
Off the
that?
Oh, they
market for a
took it.
while.
They took it off the market.
Yeah,
It was off the market.
Yeah.
Oh,
but
yeah.
it was released this year.
It
yeah.
was
It
released.
was released.
Okay.
Yeah,
Just
this year.
making sure we got that on tape.
And
I
you can
don't
get
know.
them at Havana Fills, so go pick them up there.
Yep.
All
That's
right.
that's my choice in the Southeast.
Yeah. So with all that out of the way, June, what was your overall experience like with the cigar?
first, I think Coop should double check our facts about this. So, all right. So, anyways, about the cigar, I love this cigar. So this is my first new cigar review this year, I think, so far, which I reviewed it and said that. Oh wait, no, just kidding. This is the second cigar where I said a rating for one of the thirds of the flavors was very good.
Yeah.
The other one being, I think, You're the Rat, if I remember right, but I'm not exactly sure. This might be the first. At any rate, this is a fantastic cigar. You know, great medium plus body, like what Connecticut broadleaf should bring. A lot of cocoa, very natural, slight, like a lightly sweet fudge, and then you still get this like quintessential, like Davidoff-esque hay, like grass note as well, and they just work really well. And as you kind of smoke through the cigar, like all of these notes just kind of highlights, especially in the second third. It becomes more sweet, becomes more decadent, and with that fudge kind of cocoa note. I loved it. I forgot about the cigar. I distinctly remember picking these up back in the day, maybe like 10 years or so ago. But I'm really glad they brought it back, and especially in this size, because it's like for sure is something I'm going to pick up more of.
All right, Seth, what were your overall thoughts on this one?
This is an amazing cigar. I just think it's fantastic. I think it's a great Connecticut broadleaf. It's balanced. It's really approachable. Lots of flavors. I was getting cocoa, some like cereal, coffee, cream. It's just really good cigar with amazing construction from beginning to end.
All right, John, what were your thoughts?
Hey, remember when Connecticut broadleaf used to be really good? Oh, here we go. AVO Classic Maduro No. There it is. I also had a great experience, and honestly, it was like going back to some of the best broadleafs I've ever smoked. And I was like, from the first few puffs, I was like, oh man, here we are again. Like, this is what I've been missing for a lot of broadleaf releases in the last couple of years in the industry. And it's just so consistent all the way through, both in intensity and balance. There's just great, like Jiunn was saying, there's great sweetness, there's a fudginess, there's a creamy orange rind that was in there, in and out, a little bit of minerality. And like I said, it was just so consistent. Like, this thing just smoked like a champ from start to finish. Unfortunately for me, I had a bit of a draw issue. It was pretty resistant, which was a bit of a drag. And it's very uncommon for a cigar that comes out of Davidoff. The burn was excellent. It was burning straight as an arrow the whole way through. But man, yeah, this was such a fun review experience. Aaron, walk us through your experience.
All right, I'm going to get on the train with you guys. Really nice combination of flavors for the first two thirds. Final third dropped down a notch. Baker's chocolate kind of departed out as the wood gained a little bit of char to it. But the profile had kind of a low level of strength. I mean, started out, kind of mild medium, that kind of built up to medium as the cigar finished up. Construction was really good, just a slightly snug draw. All this in a combination with a pretty attractive price point for the a Toro size. I think it's an easy cigar to recommend. You could really smoke the cigar any time of the day, but I think it would really kind of shine in the evening after a nice meal. It just has got the bold enough flavors. It doesn't, you don't need strength at the end of the night to kick you in the butt to make you enjoy something after a strong meal. You just need that, that the body, I think, there to help you out. So I think this would be a good match. All right, let's get into the scores. Start at the top with Seth at 7.88. Jiunn gave it a 7.37. John gave it a 6.72. I gave it a 6.67. So, Seth, how'd that 7.88 match up for you?
Yeah, I mean, listen, amazing construction and draw. I love the flavor profile, the qualities. You kind of mentioned it. I think for someone like myself, I could smoke these in the morning. I could smoke these in the evening, and it's not going to be full, but you can enjoy it with anything. You can enjoy it at the end of a day, or you can enjoy it with just a cup of good coffee in the morning. Yeah. Really goes to kind of show, like, man, AVO and Davidoff can do a great Connecticut broadleaf, and they can do this with so many different wrappers when they use and the tobaccos they use. They know how to blend a really good cigar. I'm surprised we don't see more of this, but I mean, I think it's probably one of the two best Connecticut broadleafs on the market right now.
Yeah. All right, Jiunn, 7.37.
Yeah, I mean, kind of extension of what Seth said, like Maduro lives matter. You know what I mean? Like this Connecticut broadleaf.
Jeez, God.
No, Maduro cigars matter. You know what's interesting about this Maduro cigar?
Jiunn, just stop there, man. I think we went a little too far on that one.
Did we re-record? Nah, let's not re-record. So I think this is an interesting leaf because it's naturally supposed to be like viscous. It shows a lot of body, chocolate tones, but I also think it's very balanced for what it is, which is not typical what you think about broadleaf, right? So the fact that Davidoff could be Davidoff and finesse using broadleaf, I think that's pretty special. Because I think about other broadleafs out there, like I think about mainly like Saka, some of like Pete Johnson stuff, right? I feel like those are more like earthier, certainly a bit more spice, but I think this AVO Maduro doesn't reach that higher level of earthiness and touches that spice component, but it still does a really good job of maintaining a viscous body with just like so much decadence and like natural sweetness. I don't know. Agree, disagree. But I think that's one of the reasons why I think this is such a special Connecticut broadleaf blend, because I don't get this kind of broadleaf, gosh, any brand that I know of other than what AVO just did. So.
All right, John, 6.72.
Yeah, I think my score was definitely held back by the draw. Flavor-wise, this should definitely be in the sevens. The construction otherwise is impeccable. And I think the word I would use, Jiunn, is elegant. There's just an elegance that the AVO blend brings to the Connecticut broadleaf that I just don't really, or haven't really seen on the market in a while. I mean, yeah, these I would smoke these all day long. I mean, I'd smoke them in the morning with a coffee. I'd smoke them in the evening with a Brugal. It's just there's no fault in this cigar. It's really, really well constructed and flavorful cigar.
Or are they palate fatigue?
No palate fatigue.
Oh yeah,
like zero palate fatigue, which is
you could smoke two of these back to back and you'd be perfectly fine.
Yeah, that by itself with a broadleaf is pretty special.
That's very tough to do.
Yeah, my 6.67 matches up well. I mean, it was definitely a above average flavor profile. Really good construction as well. Just a really good all around cigar. And there's lots of things going for it. I mean, at price point, you got the strength level with the amount of body that you get. It's just there's a ton of good stuff going on. And lesson learned from the team at AVO, not to try to trick anybody into thinking what this is something new and not something else. So, just let people know that it's coming back. Revisit it. If they like it, they like it. Don't try to trick people into trying it.
Is this the only size they re-released?
No, there's three sizes. There's like a Robusto Toro and there's like a double Corona.
Oh,
I'll pick some up for you guys. This is kind of like, I know we talked about it. I feel like when you have like Ecuadorian Sumatra, you have like a really dark spice Ecuadorian Sumatra, and then kind of like a lighter, more like stone fruit, sweet spice. This is kind of like this like softer Connecticut broadleaf, like that you'd get with like the old Ashton aged Maduros and even the Yaguas. But like this is like, but I think it's kind of in that area that the Yagua does have that older Connecticut broad, and
100%.
this is just really good. And it's not a Connecticut broadleaf like Tabernacle or Liga 9 or something, Pete did. It's, it's a different broadleaf in like different areas, but it's still really good Connecticut. I'd smoke this in Tabernacle as my Connecticut broadleafs right now if you were to ask me which two.
Yeah, nice. Any other final thoughts from you guys on this cigar?
We talked so well about this cigar. Not one negative comment. It's almost sounds like we were just like all over this. We're like brand whores for the cigar. But I do think most AVOs that came out within the last couple of years has been absolute misses for me, especially the Palates that they do every year. So
this kind of came out of nowhere.
Sure.
I think the only negative thing here to say is that if this cigar had been released in 2018, I think it might have been missed a bit in the crowd and kind of landed mid tier by the end of the year. But honestly, looking back on my notes for this year, I'm like, this has got to be like top 3 cigars for the year, and it wasn't even a question. Like, it's so above the last 20 cigars that I can smoke that it's not even close. So
yeah, it's really good.
yeah,
it doesn't suck.
yeah, I think the advertisement's coming.
We'll see. We'll see.
I need a check in the mail. You can contact Aaron where to get the AVO Canadian Studio
info at developingpalates.com.
There you go.
Yeah, it's a 7.5 by 50.
7.5.
So double Corona
Double Corona, $11.
or a Grand Churchill.
Oh, $11.
Wow, $11. That's a great.
That's a really good
That's
price.
a steal.
Yeah.
Well, $11.40, but still 40 cents.
fine.
That's a steal.
That's a steal,
The 40 cents is a deal breaker for me. Sorry.
especially for a broadleaf. Actually,
Prefer to go on discount. Wish
I'll
they all did.
get us some AVO Maduro number 3s for something.
There you go. All right. If you're just catching this video on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to us. We'll also check out the full written review on the website, developmentpalace.com. Follow us on the social media channels, and you can catch all of our review recaps on podcasts. So iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. Thank you for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next one.